Hey, what's up? DFS Rico coming at you with my picks and insight for this League of Legends LPL LCK 4-game slate on Sunday, July 12th. We got ourselves that 4-game slate. Had a solid day yesterday with my picks. If you watched them, if you used them, you probably had a good amount of success with them. Today, another nice looking slate, another easy kind of to predict slate, in my opinion. But before I get into it, if you could like, comment, subscribe, I really do appreciate it. Get over to that Patreon. I think I got like 2 more people that signed up yesterday, so I appreciate that, especially before other sports are coming back. Had a couple guys in there, had amazing success. I didn't take screenshots today. I mean, I just take some time, and I'm not going to just throw all that stuff in you guys' faces and make it seem like, oh, well, these guys are winning every single day. But I mean, I have some guys that just consistently get better every day and just improve every day and are looking to improve every single day. And that's all I'm trying to do, is help you guys improve every day and build a certain strategy and game theory through all these matches. And usually I feel like I'm pretty spot on with the game theories, and that's usually what gives these guys, all of us in there, some leverage over a lot of people. But yeah, let's get over these starting lineups for the LPL. We got same starting lineups for LGD, OMG, same. We got EDG, RNG. Xiao Shang is starting at the top lane for EDG, and Junjaya is starting at jungle. As far as RNG, we got Gala starting again for RNG over Betty, so that's interesting. He looked solid. I had 100 points last time out, so it's not bad. And a loss, too. They lost versus FPX, and he had 100 points. All right, Vegas odds, LGD versus OMG. Currently, right now, I am leaning towards playing LGD in this matchup. OMG had a terrible matchup last time out versus BLG. I think they allowed over, like, 60 deaths. They had, like, 60 deaths in one match. In one whole match, so in 3 games, which is a lot. I mean, if LGD could come out and punish them just the way BLG did, and I think LGD is better than BLG, could have themselves a solid match. We got Edward Gaming versus RNG, the closest matchup in the game, the slowest matchup in the game. Both of these teams averaged the least amount of deaths and kills as I was looking, so I'm not too interested in it myself, and I think it goes 2-1 anyways. And then we got T1 and Dynamics. I'm more interested in the LCK games tonight. T1 and Dynamics. Dynamics just got 2-0'd by Genji. And I think T1 has the skill set and the players to do that to them as well. And then we got Hle versus Genji. Genji, the biggest favorites on the slate. And that is probably my favorite stack if I'm playing smaller. Honestly, if I'm playing any entry today, I think Genji is my favorite big, like, 3 or 4 man stack tonight. And I'll get into that in a little bit. They are the better team. Genji's the better team at every objective control over Hle. Hle is one of the worst teams in the LCK. Genji's better at early game, mid game, gold at 15, first dragon, first tower, everything. Everything that's important for a team, Genji's better. And that's where I'm really liking tonight. I'll get over my favorite stack, which is going to be Genji. The fact that I was mentioning this over in the Patreon video. The fact that Ruler's the 4th highest price AD carry on the slate is just absurd. It just doesn't make sense. 7.4K, and he's in the last 3 2-0 victories, which I expect him to 2-0. He's got over 100 fantasy points. It just doesn't make sense, and I see it happening again tonight. That's literally where I would start my lineups. If you can find a way to fit him in the captain, which I have myself, making lineups with the teams that I think are going to win. I do like Ruler a lot. So if I prefer Ruler over BDD, not to say I don't like BDD. I like BDD as well, but I prefer Ruler if I was to only pick one carry from these teams. And then I like, for the jungler, I like Klid. I like pairing him up with Ruler. Klid's been looking really solid. 5.9 kills, 15.7 assists per match, 5.1 deaths, and the 2-0 victories as well. He's gotten over 80 fantasy points. He just looks solid. He's a key piece to this lineup. And then Rascal. I know Rascal had himself a 100-point game earlier this split. 82 fantasy points, 71, 106 versus SP. And this is a team as bad as SP, so I think they could have a really good game like that. I think, like I said, I think they go 2-0. The last spot I would fill, I like the team spot for Genji. It's probably my favorite team. I think they're going to be the highest scoring team. And then you got Life and Kellen. That's where you be careful. I know if you look, Life did play the last match for them. He did start, which which was the right thing. But even after victories, Genji has been swapping their supports back and forth. So support is my least favorite position on Genji. If you can predict the right one, we won't know their starting lineups till an hour before their match starts. By then, the slate is locked, so you can't make a change. So I would just avoid it. I would just play any of the other 5 plays for them, anybody but the support, and then just fill out from there however you can. The second team that I'm really liking tonight, like I did mention, is T1, and the fact that Faker is only priced at 7,000 does not make any sense. I know Faker hasn't had the craziest upside other than one match this split, but the fact that we know how great he can be and how good he is the reason I'm playing him. At 7K, I know he hasn't hit on his 2-0 victories, but he hasn't hit over 80 fantasy points at all. I get it, but for his price tag, it's just too cheap. If I can fit him I know I can fit him in the captain spot, or Ruler in the captain spot, or BDD, and fill out a pretty good lineup. Depending on what you're playing, you can 4 and 3-man stack Genji and T1 and have a solid lineup. If you're playing bigger GPPs, that's when I start recommending going to like 4-2-1s, and that's where I start throwing in my third favorite team, which is probably, it's going to be between LGD and RNG. So whichever way you want to go in that sense. But my favorite big man stack, if I'm only making one lineup, my 4-man stack or my 3-man stack will be looking like Genji as well for me. So this is kind of like a core right here. I don't mind starting my lineups exactly like this and then filling it out with more Genji, more T1, or some players from the other 2 games, which I think are going to be some close games as well, though. So you got to predict that right, the running team on that for sure. But yeah, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you get over to that